This is Eric Mwathi with Mwathi.com with another quick educational video, July 6th, 2021. Let's take a look at markets here. We see the Dow is down the most as we begin this trading for this week. And I want to share with you the Brazilian market purely from an educational standpoint. So in time, we can look back and see what the message from the Brazilian market is. So we can see on the daily, the Brazilian market is down about 4%. And that makes sense because it is consistent with what happens when the RSI drops below 50. It is moving below 50 for the day. So again, that is consistent with that observation there. It is coming back to test the 50-day moving average. If you take a look at the weekly, we can see as of this moment, seems like this is a double top rejection of the weekly RSI around that threshold of 69.1. Remember, the last time we've come to this area and we were rejected was here, late 2020 into early 2021, and we see that we had a pullback here. We had another RSI 69.1 rejection here as of late 2019, and of course we know what happened in early 2020. We have this big drop in the market. Now, those are just some side observations for color. The main chart that I want to discuss is the long-term monthly chart. And again, purely from an educational standpoint, I would like to see what we can glean and understand from this method, see what the Brazilian market is suggesting in terms of its monthly chart. So I'm going to draw a couple of lines. We can see for the month of July so far, the Brazilian market is down 5%. So if we take the RSI top side and connect the tops of the RSI, we get a line as such. So going back all the way to 07, connecting the highs of 2018, highs of late 2019, and we see as of this month, the market is aware of that line. So as long as we are being rejected on that line, the message here is suggesting to anticipate global markets to be under pressure going forward, as long as the monthly chart is showing this resistance here. That's line number one. Line number two is a backtest line. And the backtest line connects the lows, connects these lows here, and these double bottom lows. We draw a line from here, and we see that for the month, it is confirming this was always going to be a challenge on this back test failure. So again, here's another way of looking at this on a month-to-month basis. Unless and until we can clear and move above this red line, it is suggestive that global markets are looking down, or at the very least, the Brazilian market is looking like it's going to experience downside pressure going forward. Again, and all this can change if and when it can clear above the backtest line. There is another way to look at this, ending up with the same conclusion. And this is based on the uniformity concept. Figure out where we broke down in 2020. This break of the RSI line led to a substantial drop in the markets. So we take that breakpoint and use it. And we can see again that the market is very aware of this area and already showing a reaction to it. So let's bring back all the other lines. The top side line. Of course, we have the red line. Again, right there. And then we have the backtest line. So all of these lines are showing on a month-to-month basis. This is an area to anticipate that the next direction for the Brazilian market, and potentially by extension for global markets, is down. Unless, of course, in the weeks and months ahead, we can revert direction, move higher, and clear all these lines. If we go by what we see in the here and now, the pressure is to the downside. And who knows, we could have just seen all-time highs in global markets based on the big run from 2009. The next phase of markets could be to experience the opposite of a bull market. As discussed this past weekend for paid clients, watch that Dow monthly breakout or failure for indication of where US markets want to go in the here and now. Eric Muadh with Muadh.com. Love, light, light, love. Namaste.